どこまでも果てしなくて Hi.
He's doing okay.
Hey, Guzzy.
Hi.
Hi, Gazi.
Hello.
Hey,
Yeah, I guess as soon I will wait everybody join, but if you guys want to start sharing some good story about Muffin, go ahead and start it. We'll listen. We're ready to listen. Anything related about it, not yourself, about Sasuna or Muffin.
Let's see, for me, I want to be able to hear your guys' so I can sit there and help implement it into like the video I'm making for you all.
I'm sorry, Havo, you got a lot of echo, bro.
I don't have the best setup.
Okay.
I want to hear from you guys like the stories for, for Sasso, because
Oh.
it'll help me put it into like the video for everybody to be able to remember exactly how impactful he was. Because all I know is from him, from being up against him in battle. I don't know him in company. I don't know how he was in company and all that. I just know he was a great PvPer, and I know he was a great guy.
He never been bad mouth though, right? When he fight, I never seen him, like public chatty, cursing or do anything like crazy.
No,
While
he
he's fighting.
was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I mean, seriously, he was very eager about the things he did, like about the things he did, the theories he made. He was usually very eager about them, which was very nice to see.
Well, I guess
Yeah,
he
he's-
sometimes makes jokes, but he's actually a really nice person. He helped a lot of people, like a lot of company members. I'm sure many of you are aware of that. Yeah, he always glad to help.
Yeah, definitely. Like the funny thing is, I live in US and he live in Indonesia, right? So we're like opposite timing. But every time I log, Muffin was there. Like even the morning, the afternoon or night, always he's there. He was like, "Hey, Uncle RDJ, this happened. So what's going on?" He was check
Right.
up on me.
right.
So
Well, yeah. Well, to me, when nobody's around, everyone was sleeping or everyone was working on the other side of the world. He's there, and then I don't remember. He was not feeling well,
yeah,
but he was there.
yeah, still, yeah. I remember that too. It looks like he barely sleep.
I
It's
got
like
my 20
24/7.
cannons from him.
Oh,
Got something to remember him.
nice.
Yes, nice.
You gotta put some mark on it, say from Sesu.
I know, right?
You have to good as him now.
Yeah,
Wow.
you gotta carry his legacy.
Oh, or I'll take that channel from you, Karen. So you have
It
to
will
be
not
good.
be that easy.
Yeah, I know.
I'll get better.
I mean, what the amazing part is, like, he's like from Indonesia. I mean, his ping is really crazy, but he's still
True.
good. Yeah,
Yes,
with his
yes.
ping,
You just
It's-
can't snipe him sometimes.
I know he's
Even
hard to
though-
kill him.
I know.
Yeah, it's extremely hard. I don't know. The ping is not that good, but he's really good at what he does. And he's
Yeah,
a
I
good
know.
sniper. He know how to dodge all the bullets or
Uh-huh.
cannon
Right.
shots.
Right. Right.
Great guy, great player.
Right. 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 Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Even with that, I think he was such a great player. Yes,
Wow.
I really have to say that
amazing.
it was probably the scripts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could
No,
be
no.
one
Actually,
way. You never know.
He was just that good.
I remember like Sesu able to create on the demolition work, right? Because you guys know
Yeah,
that
that's
it's hard to create when you
2
guys
seconds. Yeah,
demolition.
Yeah, because
one
of
and
the
a half
different delay.
second delay. Yeah.
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 But Sesu
and
told me that,
you even know that.
you know, Sesu told me, Uncle Jack, I just have to press at the same time. This delay gives 2 second delay and give you create automatically, you know.
Hilarious.
Yeah,
Hilarious.
it was so funny when he said that, you know.
It is.
So he said he has to shot always like 1 or 2 second early to create.
I was
Yeah.
watching the videos last night, and I sat there and I was like, after watching the videos from his end, I could understand exactly, you know, why he was such a pain to sit there and fight.
Yeah.
But don't worry, guys, I am going to sit there and still aim to try to be as good as him. It'll take me another 5 years, but oh yeah,
I can only look up to him.
yeah. So I said, I mean, for me, he's a role model.
I'm so jealous with Setsu and some other people because they managed to meet with Saso in real life on like a gathering or something, right? Setsu.
Yes, some of the Garuda players, they are quite close. So yes, I would say.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like for Everlast with me and Tsunami. You know, we're sitting there about ready to go into starting a business together. So
Oh,
it's
nice.
like this community grows real friendships, and that's what I love about this community.
Yeah, I did talk with Saso about when he did come to visit Jakarta because I live in Jakarta, and we would meet up and eat some food and stuff.
That's nice.
Damn COVID! If it's not because of COVID, we would have already met. Yeah.
I just want to say something in regards to the game and the people that play it itself. I mean, I don't know the amount of years people play this game, but it's, I don't know, 10 years now. I think it's the longest time, you play the game with the same people, restart after restart. And yeah, the maritime community is a little bit different maybe than the traders, but you keep fighting, you keep playing the same people over and over and over again. It's just, I don't know. This dude is, we'll miss him, man, for sure.
Okay. Over and over again. We share the same passion for the game.
I mean, that's great. I mean, It doesn't matter if it's like the same people are fighting every ESF. It's always fun every single month. ESF is the best time of the month. NBC.
Well, we always try to kill Muffins first because we know if we kill him, then we win the the battle. But
for us, it's,
It will make our life
But
a
then
lot
it's so
easier.
hard to kill him.
It's very hard.
yes,
That's the
yes.
curse of being. That's the curse of being such a great player. It makes you a target.
for
It's
us,
an honor.
it's
It's an honor. to
for
be
us,
like
it's
that.
always go into the fight and it's kill Deandra and Muffins first. That's the two we got to kill.
Yeah.
If we can do that, we can snowball it.
Right. But you guys really got a hard time to kill him.
Oh, of course. And you know, like I said, never. Second part is he was 27, right?
28
Yes.
actually.
He
He was born in 93.
yeah, he was like 28 and going to be 29 this January.
So,
Yeah, and that's the exact. You know, I played this game. I'm a little bit older. And my father also plays this game, and he is even older. And then there's a lot of people that I know that are in their 60s that also play this game. So for Sasso to be 28 is very, very young.
true. Actually, this game is most age game, you know. People play
Yeah.
this game is over like 40, 50 like me.
Yeah,
But see, that's the
Yeah.
thing. Like
Yeah,
my
yeah,
love for this,
most of the community, yes, are older than he was. Which
my
makes
love
it
for this
even more.
game,
Which makes it even more sad.
my love for this game came from my father who played the SNES Uncharted Waters, and I ended up sitting there falling in love with the SNES version. And then I was looking for like, because I wanted to make games. I was like, I want to make a game like Uncharted Waters, but be online. And then I stumbled across this, and it was already like 10 years old at that time. I was like, how did I not know? And then could never fully leave. I've tried to leave, but the seas just keep calling me back.
for me, I
Actually-
took some long breaks and stuff, but you always come back, man.
Yeah.
Well, Ghazi, if you ever, when you come back to ESF, I do have a ship that will be able to catch you. I would sacrifice my maritime abilities to have the speed to catch you.
I mean, actually, I wanna share this song with you guys. It's only 2 minutes long. Ax, can you play that "Remember Me" song for Sasu
Remember me? Which song, Uncle
with
Jack?
with Coco? That
Coconut.
cartoon.
What is it?
Hey, X Sasso sing, right?
That one is Belarus. That one that has that file or something. I don't remember.
I think
I
he
don't
loves
know.
music. He always send out like.
I could not
I don't know,
find that
Uncle Jack.
one.
Uncle Jack, I cannot think right now. Maybe
Okay.
Hayden can help.
Huh? With what?
I don't know. I don't
So
remember
play
the song.
play song on the Discord.
Let me try.
Remember Me.
Remember me? Okay.
Yeah,
Usually
it's
the
pretty
guy
good
play
song
on
to.
Discord.
Because I don't know how to. So
Same here.
Who's
Ax,
the
you're my
who's
DJ.
okay, Uncle? Who's the singer?
Coco is a movie from Coco.
Oh, I don't know about it. Let me try.
It appears the same thing to me.
I hate to be the one to remind this, but
Really?
sadly,
Yeah.
rhythm is down. They had to
Right.
end the service.
Right. Yeah.
And unless someone knows any other bots that can do the same,
The bot
Really?
is yeah. The bot
They don't do that
died.
anymore.
In my server, I use Ayana.
Oh, you know what? IJ can play song. Upa, can you play the song from your device or something like you used to play for us? Upa AJ,
Which
are
song?
you there?
Mm-hmm. He's probably
Oh, is this one? The
the bolt thing. Ah,
Oh, okay. Well, let's hear
It's
it and
okay. It's okay if it
let's
doesn't
hear
work.
it together.
Or work? Is it working? Yes.
Rhythm bot is down.
Oh. No, Upa, rhythm is died. You have to
yeah.
play from your device, Upa, like so everyone can hear here. Like you used to play for us long time ago.
So
Me, though I have to say goodbye, remember me. Don't let it make you cry, for even if I'm far away, I hold you in my heart. I sing a secret song to you each night we are apart. Remember me, though I have to travel far. Remember me, each time you hear a sad guitar. Know that I'm with you the only way that I can be, until you're in my arms again. Remember me.
Yeah, we always remember Sasu,
Yeah,
no
that's
matter
right.
what.
yeah,
Yeah, his memory won't fade.
yeah. We'll remember him. All the good
So
he did.
he'll always be there in our memories, in our hearts.
Yeah,
Yes.
I said this when I was 18 when my mother passed away. I was like, scream at the God. I was like, what the hell, God? Why you always take someone good, always early? That's questionable always. If people live a good life, share it with the people, the God always take it early. I don't know why.
True.
Yeah, but
Sometimes it
I'm
just happens.
sure he's
Yeah.
pretty good person and a big heart. I can tell. I knew him for like 7 years now, but I couldn't find anything complain about him.
Yeah, he's just so passionate about this game, and
Mhm.
we all know it.
He was indeed.
Yeah, always. Sasuna said like, if you guys need anything, let me know. Right? Always. Sasu was
That's
right
right.
next to him.
Yeah,
Right.
definitely. He's just sitting there in the skirt in the bench. If you
Hmm.
need anything, find him in the bench. Like find him at the
Yeah.
bench or whatever. He'll be there.
Right.
Well, that's what I said about yesterday. Sheaves didn't have to answer the Discord message to be able to sit there and get us the wings.
Right.
I,
Yeah.
I, I was like,
Yeah.
that shows the GMs, how much they actually care about the community.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm really glad the game gave the doings and even set up he set up the flowers. He put a bear there,
Bear.
also signaling like it was a really nice movement that
True.
he was there at the weekend, which is not even his work hours,
True.
and he still came it for us in
Yeah.
respect.
He's so dedicated. I think the game is part of his life, in a way.
Yes,
Yeah.
I believe the same.
Yeah, I hope
Uh,
we can save the flowers at the spot. Maybe GM allow it.
Well, we can ask her.
Keep the flowers for him.
Yeah, I guess so. We can ask. We can just
Yeah.
tell them. Mm-hmm.
Once in a while, I will lock him, or maybe Oblak or whoever have his ID,
Mm-hmm.
lock him and put him there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
that'd be nice.
It was ships. It was oh
That's both.
wait. Ah, sorry. I thought you were asking which game was there.
So Sasuna, when you meet Sasu, how old was he? I mean, first time
Oh,
you met
yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah, yeah. At the first time I met Saso, it's from Oblak. Oblak one day told me, I think it's
Uh,
around 8 or 9 years old.
It
Eight or
was
9 years.
9 years.
2000,
Yeah, yeah.
2012.
2000, maybe earlier than that.
Early. Yeah.
Earlier than that. I forgot. Maybe 9 years ago,
Uh-huh.
2000 or 2000 something. Oblak come to me and said, Sets, I found an Indonesian, young Indonesian that's very funny, very fun, and yeah, yeah. His language is in Indonesian language is so young people. You say slang, all talking with slang language. So,
Yeah.
it's like a here guys, you cool like rapping in America. So okay, okay, let's talk with him. He still play with France tune, I guess. Then we try to approach him, then talk with him, then ask him to come to our company.
Uh-huh.
Uh, that time
Nice.
he still don't know what to do. This game, however, hard to make a young player like him to stay and play. But
Right.
somehow this game is, I know he like it very much. Then he learn how to do adventure, how to trade. At last, he find his passion on battle. From that day, he learned. At that time, we still have Abu. If you guys remember Taiwan players.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Abu,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
ABU, yeah, yeah.
Abu. Yeah.
French break.
His first master. He said, my first master is Hey Ho. Maybe you guys if
Hey yo, yeah, yeah. Hey
remember.
yo too. Yeah,
Hey
I
Ho
remember.
is using the
Master Cannon all
Five
the time. He was.
Faisal. He always use Faisal and Master Cannon like
Mm-hmm.
Goncalo, but Goncalo use a lot of type of gun. Then
Uh-huh.
first of his master is Heiho. Then after
Uh,
that he looks Abu and his friends, Royal and others.
yeah.
He look up to
Police
them
lawyer
and yeah
something.
yeah
Yeah,
yeah Royal Police, if I remember
yeah,
correctly.
yeah.
He go there and ask them how to play this, how to play that.
Oh,
learn
just
learn
keep
learn
asking, huh?
learn by doing. Of course, they don't want to share at first, but he always
Right.
follow them. I mean, at BC, at ESF, he somehow he learned their move.
Uh,
Everything he learned by himself.
see.
Then yeah, after that he come to us. He come to me. Yeah, Uncle Omsets. He call me Omsets. Omsets. What? I know how Abu do things like that. How he kill, how he then he asked me to to be his rabbit, to be his rabbit. How to say it in English? Uh,
He's a
he
slave.
yeah. Just okay. You stay there. I will sell. I will sell and shoot you. See how much damage I did it to you.
So
Uh,
much passion. Just so much
Yeah.
passion, especially
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
young.
He was always very passionate about the things
yeah,
he did.
yeah. Then sometimes he think about so many skills in ships, right?
Hmm.
Like training bomb, like set fire, like everything. He want to try it all, but he don't have money. What did he do? Omset, come. I want to try this. This skill will be good for us to use. This so I don't. If you want, you can build one. But I have no money.
Yeah.
I have no ducats. He always lazy. That that kid just
Yeah.
ask money. Okay. I give you some ducats to try and play. Then after that he developed his skills, and then always a good ships coming and always teasing me. Set, good ship. This ship is very good. Let's go find it. Let's go buy it.
Yeah.
Let's farm ducats together. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we farm. After I farm, he stopped. He stopped and
Yeah.
sit at the field.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
always new ship come out, Sesso has it,
yeah,
and where'd you
yeah.
get it? And Mr. Sesso not get me.
Yeah, yeah.
You name it. Cannon, equipment, anything.
Yeah.
Well, the last Titan he asked me to buy to to have. I mean, is Taman ceremonial sword. I let him back for 1 month.
Which one was it?
Summon ceremonial sword.
Oh, that one. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
He asked me. I said wait till the price go down. Don't be
Yeah.
so eager to buy it. Well, luckily it's coming down, right?
Yeah.
Then luckily we met Uncle Gangster too. Uncle Gangster
Yeah.
really help us a lot. I mean, helped me
Yeah.
a lot. There's so many ships out there, and
Hmm.
Gangster almost have everything there. He asked me, Sets, go, talk to Uncle Gangster. Ask him if he can land or not. Don't let Uncle Bo get it first, because Bo always get it first.
Yeah.
Uncle
Okay,
Bo's a
wait.
big
Yeah.
boss.
Let me ask Uncle Bo land it from Gangster first, then we can steal it from Bo.
That's good trick.
Then we can use, because we don't know Gangster that close at that moment, but
Right.
Bo is very close.
Yeah.
At I mean at OGP,
Hmm.
before Papaya, Gangster have a lot of you name it, he have many things, and he gave his account to Bo. So everything we need, we just Uncle Bo, go see Uncle Gangster got this or that. Because we need one, we need two, we need three. He always make me the culprit. I say you can't, you go ask yourself. No, I'm shy. You ask him. You ask Uncle Bula. Yeah, yes, tricky one. Yeah. Then
Yeah.
that's how he became one of the top players in here. He learned by himself. He meet at first he meet Taiwan players. Then he meet the Jack PAC. I mean Goncalo Jack. He always think how to beat you guys. You
Yeah.
guys are so strong.
No, I was surprised when I get to know him. Since we
Mm,
play a lot with 8 years, I didn't
yeah,
know him before until I joined the Garuda for like 5 years ago.
yeah.
And I was like, who's Setsu? Setsu, I tried to fight, and I was like, man, this kid is good. Why he didn't
Yeah.
play much? I kind of like underestimated first time. I was like, oh my, Setsu, how you do that? How you do that? I can ask him a lot of
Yeah.
questions after that. He knew
Yeah.
more than me after that.
Yeah.
Like,
We
and then,
were
yeah,
we
it
were
was
like,
fun.
oh, how this guy can predict all our moves. Oh my god.
I know,
Yeah.
I know.
The
Then
way he played Turtle
after
was crazy.
after PAC era, we moved to we we fight with Dragon Fleet. I mean, that's Spelunker,
Right.
Turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah, we fight them a lot. Then find Anya. Then after that, at the last, we changed to Papaya, I guess. Then we meet again. We grinding. We fight again. We learn again. We learn a lot from Dragon Fleet, from Taiwan
Yeah.
players. Yeah,
They did
learn
very
many
good. Yeah.
many things.
Mhm.
Then later on we meet with Everlice guy. Yeah, you guys. I mean, Everlice company is grow very fast, very fast. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
but we
oh,
still we still
we met.
say
Yeah, we still. Yeah, after that we also have Hurricane Shanks.
yes,
Shank.
Shanks
thanks.
when
Yeah,
they first come. Yeah, it seems like they are so strong. How can he uh shoot people?
360 turn.
Avoid.
360.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
no,
this.
that's more than 360. That was
Yeah.
480.
480, something like that.
That must
Always
be
Seven
crazy.
spin around. Always
720.
spin around.
That
Yeah.
must
Yeah.
be
Then
strict.
he come to me. I asked him, Sas, come, see this guy. How he can turn like that? Oh, easy. I'm sad, easy. Let me show you. I don't know how long he watched that Sanks play. I know he didn't know how to do it at first, but by he always take people, watch people how to play, try to find a way. Then he come and show it to me like this: A and D and use keyboard, something like that. Fun. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, he
that
was
he's
smart too.
smart, a genius kid.
Yeah.
Actually, he is a very shy kid. He because of his body. I mean, I always tease him,
Yeah.
Tasso,
Yeah.
your height is smaller than your weight.
Yeah. You need to
One of a
we
exercise.
have
kind.
Yeah,
a
I don't know, but yeah. They
we
keep
have a
telling me.
saying, Setsuna. We have a saying where I am working. There is also one very big guy. So we say you are easier
Yeah.
to jump over than run around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, similar teasing. Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Agree. So yeah, I think that's all about him. Well, I just spoke with his friends, his real life friends,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
earlier this a few hours ago. I just found them. I found him and
Uh-huh.
asked about his last moment. Maybe I
Uh-huh.
can share this with you. Well, at last these few weeks, he after that failed ESF, he feel not well.
Mm.
15, I mean, after last ESF, we never have. I mean, he started to have, I mean, stomach, gastric or something like that. GERD.
Uh,
He
Oh God.
feel, his, I mean, his stomach is not feeling good. When he eat, he like to throw up or something like that, feeling uneasy. Then
Okay.
day by day, it's getting severe. I mean, getting bad, and then he stopped playing. After he stopped playing, he's still chatting with Oblak
uh,
about how to manage his disease. I mean, his stomach. Yeah, this Oblak know a lot about this. He
mhm.
gave him a lot of advice what to eat, what not to eat. Then at his last day, he's still saying, "There's a durian pancake I want to eat, but I'm too weak." At that time, he's still
No.
thinking of food. Yeah, last chat he likes a lot of food. But yeah, before we go to that, Cindy,
Oh.
we need to give him Cindy tribute. I mean, Cindy is a drive for Sasso. Because of
Yeah.
Cindy, Sasso want to be, I mean, thinner. He go to therapy. I mean, he go down around 30 or 40 kilos, I guess. But
Oh.
sadly, when COVID strike, he cannot go to therapy anymore.
Okay.
So he had to stop because COVID is so bad here, so cannot see the therapist anymore. Yeah,
Can
then
it's where I am. It's the same thing. We were closed down for a year and a half, and
mhm.
it's also really this is the most destructive thing that has been in I can't even explain it. Like it's just I have 7 people that in the last 2 years that passed away.
Yeah, yeah. Well, after that night, about Korean pancake night, he go to rest. He go to rest, and in the morning, maybe 1 or 2 a.m., he called his parents to massage him with oil. With oil, then after that, maybe it's a time for prayer, I guess. At 4 a.m. maybe, or I don't know what time for prayers for Islamic. Then his parents go to pray and come back and check on him again. He already sadly he's already gone. They suspect it's a heart attack or something like that.
Why didn't take him to the hospital?
Because
I don't
maybe
understand.
they plan. I
Just
haven't
small town
asked
they
them
live in.
because maybe still morning they plan it to bring him to hospital.
No, maybe
But
because
I
he's
mean,
always in and out of hospital.
Yeah,
It's like new norm.
and well, before this happening, Oblak, ask him go to hospital, Saso. No, it's still the same because I like Saso already go to hospital like 4 or 5 times or this year only. So and with this COVID time, going to hospital is very very hard.
Yeah,
You need
I
to
know.
visit a
Yeah,
lot.
of
Same thing when
course.
they started.
You need to cost a lot of money. Maybe he don't want to make burden to his parents. I mean, yeah, because if you go to hospital, it will cost a lot more. So yeah, he's like to playing tough. Yeah, I'm
He's a
strong.
good,
I'm
he's
still
a good guy.
young. I'm still young.
Yeah.
I'm tough. Oh, one more he always say about himself. Says, don't worry, I'm famous. I can do everything. Well, to, today, yeah, he proved him. What he say, we can see it. A lot of people come and pay tribute to him, and he
We
likes,
still we still say in the company that best
yeah,
sniper, best turtle player.
yeah, yeah. That's how genius, smart of him to, I mean, of him playing here. Well, beside that, he's a very fun guy.
it is. It is.
Yeah, ask anyone. I guess you guys know by yourself.
I think in game tune size only Bolyao match his size.
Yeah.
Might be. Oh,
Only ankle ball
No, I'm
matches.
not that.
yeah.
I'm not that fat.
I mean in game tune.
Yeah,
In
in game,
game
yes,
tune.
Game
yes.
two.
Okay. He's
Yeah.
yeah. First time I saw him in the picture was he was like exactly the same in game and in real life. I was like, it was
And he
hilarious.
always like the jokes about sex things, especially that wasabi things.
Yeah.
Yeah, he always say, uh,
Yeah,
how to have sex 20 times. Use wasabi. It will numb your dick.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Not me.
Bad bow. You teach him bad things a lot. He always bring that up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
He's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's so
I hope
funny.
Cindy is doing well. Cindy is doing well.
Mm.
I
Well,
hope.
Cindy, I hope Cindy I mean, can
Yeah.
survive.
Of
I
course you
know.
will, but takes time.
Yeah, takes time.
They're
Yeah.
so
Let
close.
her
I don't
to,
know what they are. They close also in real life too, or
I know a lot of us. I mean, very very sad by see Sasos gone, but I hope please guys don't stop playing. If we
yeah,
stop
Yeah.
playing, we forget about him then.
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. Try to. I know it's time. It's a very busy time. I'm also very busy this past few months. Cannot play a lot anymore, but we'll try to make time come by weekend, play BC or something like that, and have fun.
Yeah, we'll do something together, and
Yeah.
you know, just for Cecil.
Yeah. Hope others
Yeah,
will do
and just
too. Let's take a time to break, remember him, then let's come back and play again.
yeah.
We still have a lot of friends need us here. Foe or friends, all the same here.
Just
Yes.
It's for gimmick.
I will
Yes.
just
Yeah.
say that don't be nice to me so much because I will still want to thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
definitely.
need, we need that. Yeah, to make the
I
game.
will
Yeah,
I
to
will
make
say
the
I will
game
thank you,
fun.
Pavel. I will.
Yeah.
Axe lady, no problem.
Yeah.
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 Thinking
Yeah.
people is
Oh,
what
I'll
makes
be more
us
than
happy,
happy
you know.
to help with that thinking too.
Mm. Well, there's one thing Sasso always said to me. Sets, because I always want to try to recruit as many strong maritimer to our company, but he said, Sets, if you take all I mean invite all best maritimer, then who we will fight for? Better let them be
Exactly.
our enemy. We need
Yep.
to fight the stronger enemy than the
Yes, make balance. Yes.
yes, balance. Let them be. It's just a gimmick. Make it fun. He said.
Yeah,
I
we
said
we
okay.
always create, like I told him, we always
Yeah,
create the person inside the
Rival,
game.
yeah,
the rivalry between company
Yeah,
and
but just
country.
as a personality, how you
Yeah.
chat with other players, because it's always good. But
It's
yeah,
fun.
yeah.
Yeah, it's fun that
Like
way.
I say, is for example, Powell. I mean, Pablo.
yep,
He said to me, uh, I when I got coffee and I didn't play a lot. I didn't manage NBL. He come to tell me, I speak to Powell and Umset. He is very, very, very calm person, like a pole, like
Yeah.
Chong Po Sai.
Yeah.
His voice is very, very calm.
Yeah. He did say that.
Yeah.
yeah, I
Yes, remember
chatted with
that?
him. Yeah, I chatted with him a little bit. Yes. That's why I say I will. The chat we had was not very long and not very often, but with the chat that we did have is was
Good.
very good, very good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think the best time we have with him is at first NBL
Yeah.
when we train a lot, when fighting Everlast, fighting Korean guys, Hurricane guy. I mean,
Yeah.
and especially of course the Dragon Fleet. We
Yeah.
train a lot. I mean, maybe never stop. Two
Yeah.
weeks.
Like I
Yeah.
said, our
That's
our
a very
banter
very
in PvP is always appreciated, but as long as we
yeah
don't take it to heart.
yeah. Don't take it too hard. Just see
Yeah.
it as a
It's
fun.
always fun to have,
Yeah
people from all over the world and to assemble different team to fight in the game. Yeah. It's
yeah
and they play it differently.
yeah.
Every team play different style. You can see they have their
Yeah,
own
agree.
trait. They have their own traits, and it's really fun to seeing we play the game like that.
Yeah, agree. Every people have their own style, merge into a fleet and fight with each other. This is a very fun game.
Yeah.
Although this is a very old game, it's
Yeah.
still fun till now.
Even those NBA game, I remember like anytime our teammate, freak out, kind of like panic, he's the one always saying, even though he's the youngest, he always say, "It's okay, calm down, we're good." I mean, he's the one calm us down. I was like, "Hey, dude, you're only 20. You try to calm us down." But I mean, he did pretty good job on that.
Yeah, yeah.
He- yeah, definitely, definitely. I mean, we can learn from each other all the time for sure. Especially Sesu. He give us a lot of emotionally, attached with MBR too. He always there for practice,
Mhm.
help us out. All the if you don't have any gear, he tried to supply through Sasuna. I mean, he
Yeah,
did a lot. Yeah.
yeah,
And one
did a
time I
lot.
was like, why don't you just come to practice? And he was like, Uncle Jack, I need to figure out this MBR chart. He
Yeah,
was
yeah,
keep
yeah, yeah, yeah.
busy doing the chart.
Yeah, agree.
Uh,
Yeah, when the
yeah.
first NBL came, let me say the story. Uh,
Right. Nobody knew how to run it, actually, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me say it to you guys today. At the first time, we don't know how to make a NBL that everyone want to join,
Right,
that
right.
want to fun. Many people say, "I want to join. I want to join." Okay, let's make it. But until now, I don't know how to make a good one.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, I come to ask Sas. I can get the people to make an NBL, but I don't know how to do it. You can you help me make chart to make it interesting? Then maybe 2 or 3 days he think about it and make the chart like we see today.
Right,
It's like
right.
a football, so there is two
Yeah.
bracket. The
Uh-huh.
first
No
time I
bracket.
don't know what is bracket system.
Yeah, it's hard to explain
Yeah,
everybody first time.
yeah.
Everybody were like, "What is this?"
That is
So
high. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's the young
yeah,
people
because we
thing.
were like, if we win, we go next or not, or what's
yeah.
going on?
Yeah. That's from him. That's from him. The chart. I
Nice.
mean, the
Yeah,
bracket system is very perfect.
yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah, the first team must fight the who's. Then other than the everything he thinks about the price distribution also. He helped
Mm-hmm.
me how to think about how to do it. So yeah, he is actually MBL is made by him. The chart.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. I just run it by the chart. That's all. Yeah. So
Yeah, we were thinking about it.
Okay,
When
well,
that part.
we already
That
have
part.
the base.
Yeah, we have AJ. AJ can do chart now.
yeah,
AJ
I
spent a
mean,
lot of time on MBR too.
yeah,
yeah, I know.
yeah. The base already there. We just need to continue it. Well,
It's the tradition of this game, I guess.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
For now, I'm still busy. Maybe later this year, maybe we can make another one for him.
Yeah, hopefully we
Yeah,
can.
yeah.
Yeah,
Let's see.
Oh,
Yeah,
that sounds
anything you
good.
want. That
yeah, that
sounds
Yeah.
sounds cool.
okay.
We have
Anything
no
you want.
issues. I think
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
he's passionate into MBL. It's yeah.
So maybe we switch the name to Sesu Mark League.
Yeah, we can do that
Well, I was
also.
saying that MBL stands for Muffins Butter League.
Oh, yeah, that works too. Yes,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
know him as Muffin too. So yeah,
yeah. Yeah, MBL chart is let's say it's a junior chart.
it is. It is.
I never think of that how to without I mean without Sasso. we never have an NBL.
Yeah, usually tournament, if you lose, you just go down. But I mean,
Yeah.
this chart, you have another chance to go up.
Yeah.
Fight for it.
If I'm the one who make it, I will just make who lose just out. But he don't want
Yeah,
to do that. He
right,
want to make it interesting. That
Yeah.
right,
the second best team, or I mean, there is a perfect, I mean, a fair chance to for every team to fight back to the top again
right.
and fight.
Yeah,
Yes,
no,
the
That
the
that's
lower the
really,
lower bracket works very well. Yes, agree.
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I think that
Yeah,
bracket thing. It's just if you miss out a chance, and then you still got a chance to
to
be,
fight
you know,
back.
yeah, to fight back and to be, you know, to be the final, to come to the final. If you don't,
right.
you know, if you still have that skill, or yeah, that was really
Because
fun.
people have a good day and bad day. So
Although I don't even know how that works, but it
Pe-
turns out to be, it turns out
you'll
all
see.
good.
or people just don't have a day because many times the MBL is very early.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just because of our
So if
international time.
we drink too much the previous day,
Oh, I remember like Dio.
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah,
I
DOD.
remember
yeah.
Everlast team is so freak out. Dio is not online. He must be drink. He must be
No, he
drunk
was still sleeping.
yesterday night.
We try anytime, like even for example with Havoc, he actually gave me the phone number to call him one day to wake him up early in the morning.
Yeah. But yeah.
The
Yeah,
second season Dio was we like to play different players in Everlast, but yeah, Dio was supposed to play, and it
Yeah,
was
yeah.
an important match.
Yeah, one
and and
but
and
mhm.
I was not 100%. Let's just say.
So that's one side is early morning on USA, and the other side, I remember that time you guys
I
fight with
know.
Dragon Fleet. Dragon Fleet
Uh,
is mainly from China, which is a very very late night already for them.
Yes.
So
yeah,
one side is very early, one side is very very late.
Yeah,
yeah.
gone
from from
gone crazy.
They're
from
both
from
sleepy, so it's okay.
I started because I started usually 6 a.m. PST was like 11 p.m. And if I play late, it's probably 2 or 3 p.m. Sometimes
Yeah,
it's 2 or 3
yeah,
a.m.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's crazy. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Australia players or New Zealand like
yeah.
FSD or Slowpoke or Anthony. I mean,
No,
they are
they're actually in
the worst.
America. They are actually in the States.
New Zealand,
They,
right? I mean,
no. Slowpoke
Slowpoke
in the States,
in
and
the States
ST's in
already.
the
Oh.
States. Yeah, one
Then
I think
who? I I
I'm
remember
the only one in Australia.
there is one
In,
player from New Zealand, I guess, or Australia beside you.
just
Uh,
me and someone else, but I can't remember if it's in.
there is a
there's another
I forget,
tank.
there's one or two players from our company
You,
also. He
you
lives
guys
in.
might be thinking on Rufus. He also joined the MBL and he's from Australia.
Rufus?
Might be him.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Rufus on Queensland. He's from Queensland, Australia. I remember he told me that. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Rufus jump like a kangaroo, but I would not,
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Rufus,
a
Rufus.
Korea. I think it was maybe Korea, Australia, Australian Korea or something. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's I mean, as a NBA host, that's the problem for all of us. I I always ask Sato, how to do this? Homesteads, let it will be flow by itself. Don't worry about it. They will come. I wonder they will come or not. It's too early for them. I mean, for USA players, they say, don't worry, they will come, they will come. They all like this game so much, so they will come
yeah.
and play.
The West Coast. It's even when Garuda Mock was on, it's 6 in the morning, so it's
Yeah,
quite early on a Sunday morning at
yeah.
6 a.m.
He's yeah, he's the one always calm me down.
Basically, it was a good mock because you have to wake up because you love the game and you play the game, and then you also get sober by drinking tea or anything else or coffee. So from the evening, I know I don't join the mocks. I didn't join the MBL the first season, but I always watch. Best thing ever made.
Yeah. Thanks to him.
Even to you guys for the, like I say, the Pharaoh mocks is Garuda, right? So
Yeah, I mean that's one thing I miss. I miss having Garuda mocks every Sunday.
I mean, BC is okay, but the mock is the mock. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
you have to
the
check
way
the admiral.
BC works is you have to think of your teammates and mock, because if you die, that's it. You don't have to reset. You can't, and you leave your teammates alone to fight one extra player, two extra players. And in BC, it doesn't happen. It's very, very different game style and play style when it comes to
Yeah.
skill set.
True.
And especially in mock battles, you have to think of the mine, the mine damage.
Yeah. He always told me. I mean, Sasso always like to use mines too. He said. But in the end, he said to me, I don't want to use too many mines because it will break people's heart and makes me feel guilty. He said.
Yeah.
Well, in MBL, like I said, you have to make a choice how to play, right? So either you make the choice to lose the parts to give a slight advantage for a little bit of time to your team, or you you know, it's I lost
Yeah.
quite a bit of parts to try in the final to give advantage, but
Yeah.
We yeah, it is a pain in the ass to fix parts in the game.
oh no, you just decide to just, okay, I will lose them, just break them.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. The only thing you had to get the parts. You got enough parts, um, for the game, or for the match. Yeah. It's good. It's really good talking to you guys.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. It's a very good farewell for him.
It is.
If who texted the video earlier? Hussein and Hevap, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
can post it using UOMBL or maybe using your anything, I guess, to post it on YouTube so all people can see it.
Yeah, I mean I'm taking what I streamed today and then making a whole nother video out of it. So like getting what people say, stuff about Sasso, putting quotes up onto it, so that way everybody can see, just how important Sasso was to the community.
Yeah, definitely. That was the big impact about PvP, especially NBL.
Yeah.
I remember when we won the championship, he started playing song "We Are the Champion" by Queen. I was like, oh my god, it's so funny when he
Yeah.
played that song.
Yeah, it's so fun.
So to
Yeah.
give you guys an example, is some player in the game, you think about, oh, I will just leave the game because I'm tired of this, that, or the other. Some player actually bring you back into the game, right?
Yeah.
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 Like for
Right.
me, I left for 2 years, and the player that brought me back to want to play and fight again was actually Vikings.
Oh,
Okay.
So it's, yeah, we can say, in chat in MBL, the argument, this, that, whatever, we call it the shit talking or whatever you want to call it, right?
Yeah.
But no, it's actually because this is a MMORPG. So you create the tune and the talk how you want to be portrayed in the game a little bit, right? So, but the part of it is, it's always fun. There's always something, someone that, does something, whether it's a pirate. Sometimes you hear it in the merchant chat. Oh, this. But then you think about how to go around as a merchant, not to, get caught by the pirates, fight PvP, this, prove you are better, whatever. It's, like I say, Sasso for sure kept a lot of people in the game. I can guarantee you 100 million times.
Cool.
He was one of the players you wanted to fight all the time because he
Right.
was very, very good.
Yeah. He was pain in the ass.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this is like, in BC, I miss RDJ a little bit because, he was also very tough.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the thing. You always find somebody better than you. When you find that, you want to sit there and get better.
True.
Well, yeah. These are the people, Garuda and the other guys. This is the people that actually, even, guys from Dragonfleet as well, made me learn how to switch skills. You don't just sail with a preset set of skills and just try to kill everybody. It's just, you learn a different playstyle.
Who are you referring to there, pal? Mr. No Defense Man?
Yeah, it's, it's...
You don't know how many times, as soon as I came back, that Powell sat there and got onto me so much because I wasn't running defense.
Yeah. Defense is so important in MBL.
Hear that, Uncle Bo?
Uncle Bo's
Use
lag.
defense.
You can't use defense.
That's
He's
always-
lagging all the
No.
time.
That's always
To Uncle Bo, you have to say put on plates, right?
Yeah. That's what I always say to Uncle Bo.
Uncle Bo is a
Uncle Bo
cannon sniper.
defense. No death clap.
Sorry, I'm on BC.
I don't know. When we practice NBL first time, I told Sesu, "Hey, we need you to survive for at least 5 minutes, right?" And nobody couldn't kill him. And I look at the video, right? What he did, he sent me his video. Whole 5 minutes, he was like a whole defense. He didn't use any attack skill, like a whole defense for like a whole 5 minutes. He got survived, and I was like, "Oh my god!" That's yeah. Yeah, definitely. I'm a noob now.
Guys, you have a little bit of time to continue to practice, so.
You guys gotta teach me now if I join. And I heard I heard like there's a lot of new canon came out, new ship came out, so I have to follow up.
Don't worry, we'll provide you with the food.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I can teach you how to play in an FS ship.
Cool. Good.
Yeah,
Good to know.
Havoc has been playing just FS ships, so
Let's see what they.
it's
I hate these
it's a lot
issues.
of letters, Gazi.
When I got to use like the entire alphabet to be able to spell out one ship, we got an issue.
Oh, and by the way, I never said, but good evening or good day to Miss RDJ.
Oh yeah, she's just hearing it. Because
Yeah.
she's a little bit emotional right now. Because when Setsuna log into Satsu's tune, in front of a Seville, and when he passed by, he said like, "Thank you, everyone, my friend." Right, Setsuna, you said that right on the chat.
Yeah.
And she started crying and run away. So she's a little bit emotional right now.
Yeah.
Trust me, the first thing I did yesterday was same thing. I asked Ken to join voice for a moment because it's very sad. That's it. It's very, very sad.
I know. Definitely.
Yeah,
And I don't even know Muffins. I don't even know him. He's nowhere close to me or any influence. It's just I had I don't know, like 20-minute chat maybe. That's it.
I guess. Yeah. Guess.
Yeah, that's who he was.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the impact of a muffins. He does. I mean, Goncalo earlier told me that he put it like almost 2,000 chat on Discord to everybody. I mean, he always be there, and talking to everyone.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys can cry. It's a human thing. It's okay. Just let it out with your tears. It's okay. We just pray for him that he got peace, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Aso.
Yeah.
Wish he had a.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if we meet him again, imagine how far ahead he will be in the next game.
Yeah.
He's going to be ahead by so many times. It's impossible to even touch in the next game when we meet him again. Come on. I can guarantee you he will be under a different name, and then 2 weeks down the road he will tell me, "Oh, it's Muffins."
Yeah.
All right.
Okay then, guys. Thank you for coming.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks for joining.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
really
Absolutely.
Good to everyone. Share something.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for organizing this as well.
Yeah.
Indeed, it's really nice to be able to honor him like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's an honor.
Yeah.
Okay then, guys.
Okay.
Bye-bye. See you
Bye-bye.
guys
Bye,
later.
Coco.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank
See
you.
you again.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
And now for the end of this memorial stream, I'm gonna leave my words also to Sasoridu. I tell you now that I'm not good in these type of situations with words, so I apologize in advance for this. When I started the game in 2014, the first ESF I played was near begin 2015, and that is where I started to know some PvP companies, and Gouda was one of them. As I started playing the ESF more, I met a player from Gouda called Sasoridu. The moment I encountered him as an ally, he was extremely reliable. When I was always in a pinch, when a reinforcement came where Sasoridu was, he shooted many enemies down. And the moment when I had to fight against him, he was such a formidable opponent. He was someone who was talented. Someone who could know where the cannons were coming or when to shoot. He knew the timing. From all the players, he was one of the hardest guy to sink. And I can tell he had a great passion about it. I started to know him a little bit better, and right the moment the Mark Battle League was starting, I started to know him even better. How he is, what his personality was. He made a lot of jokes and had a great sense of humor. It started to make me smile more and realize, wow, such a great PvPer with such a gentle heart. I couldn't help to think that such a person existed in the game. And he was also bare mascot on Gouda. I may not be close with him, but I could tell he was an amazing guy who has changed many people's heart, no matter what side he was. He always remained the same. I just want to say that I wish I knew him even better. I'm really glad we all came together here, and I thank you guys for being here today as well. This video will be memorial for him and his honor. Sasoridu, we will all miss you. You are so special to us. Guess it's time to end on this. Thank you so much for being here, everyone, and for watching. And Sasoridu, if you hear this from a different world, maybe meet each other all together. Perhaps you will be becoming a very superior mad timer in the other world. Let's have some drink together, and we shall miss you. Never forget you till then. We will always remember you. Thank you for everything. Sasoridu. My prayers on behalf of Allah. May you have a good time in the other world. See you there next time. Thanks everyone also. Amin.